Hi, I'm Susan McCormack. I'm a corporate partner in the San Francisco office of Morrison Foerster, where I've been focusing on impact and ESG since 2001. And I want to take a few minutes to discuss how ESG and impact has evolved and where we are today as it impacts companies and investors. So I think it's important to note that ESG impacts all companies. There are impact companies where the good or service itself has a positive impact on society or the environment. But all companies, whether or not they are in the impact category, should be focusing, and in fact are focusing, on environmental, social, and governance. There are a variety of different lenses through which people evaluate ESG. Anti-money laundering, anti-bribery in the US, FCPA. It is sanctions, and it is privacy and cybersecurity. And then in addition, there are newer areas of compliance. For example, human rights, diversity, equity, and inclusion, a D&I, and climate, where companies are being required to focus. But there's also a second lens through which many folks view ESG, and that is through value creation. And value creation is in the purview of the corporate lawyer, figuring out how through investments and operations and other transactions that companies can enhance their ESG. MoFo is advising companies on a wide range of ESG issues. We advise both on the compliance side and on the value creation, deal, and transactional side. And so one of the first things that we do when we're working with a company or as investors is figure out which sector they are in to confirm the ESG factors that are important and material for that sector. In-house counsel should be focused on ESG because their investors are focused on ESG, their employees are, regulators now are, and NGOs. So there are many eyes that are watching companies in terms of their ESG, both value creation and compliance. First, in-house counsel should be looking through the compliance lens. In-house counsel should also focus on how they are measuring and what they are doing, and then how they are reporting, because there's now real risk associated with greenwashing out in the market. Several years ago, you could tout how green or good you were as a company without ramifications if you couldn't verify the claims. That is no longer the case. Again, you have a lot of people who are watching and will bring claims, including regulators. And third, in-house counsel need to be mindful of the value creation, of the intersection of ESG to operations, so that they can consider the ESG factors in their policies and procedures, in their governance, and in their transactions.